What's going up, guys? And for my first ever YouTube video, I wanted to show you guys the top 2 decks that every pro player uses on the leaderboard. And I mean almost 99% of all these people right here all use one of these 2 decks. And I was 10th, but I'm 14th now. Haven't played, was on vacation. That's okay. We'll push back up. We were first, but we'll push back up in no time. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what 2 decks are absolutely just dominating this leaderboard. And I mean dominating. It's insane. Let's just jump right into it. I don't want to sidetrack y'all or nothing, you know, so let's get right into it. So the first deck that a lot of people tend to use, and it's kind of quite hard to use as well, is the Barbarian King 2 Elixir deck. So with this deck, the reason why I say it's a little harder is because you have to think about what to upgrade against what hero and on what map it could be on how you would upgrade it. It's a little confusing, you know, but you get used to it. So let's do an example. You're facing an RC player. For your first minis you want on the board, you want the Knight instead of the Barbarian because the Knight could eat 2 RC shield hits, right? Compared to the Barbarian where it can only usually eat about 1 before he starts to get chained off. So it's things like that you really got to think about against what heroes you play against. So that's the Barbarian King 2 Elixir deck. There's also tons of different variations of it. You could use the Miner instead of the Spear God. A lot of people like to do that. They like to get rid of the back lines faster. Totally up to them if they want to do that. I don't like running Miner. I just feel like Spear God has more value personally, because when you're facing another person with a Barbarian King 2 Elixir deck, sometimes they leave a lot of stuff open and vulnerable. And with the Spear God, if you get the +3, you hit it one time, they're done, they're down a mini, you already have a bigger advantage than they do. So, I mean, that's why I like using it, but people like using the Miner. I get it, you know, Miner is really overpowered, especially with the Dissipate on it now. And they also, a lot of people love running Swordsman. Swordsman being with the new buff it got, it's just absolutely crazy. So I completely get people who play Swordsman too, but typically I don't really run into any problems. People who play Swordsman or Miner, I usually run to people who play this exact same deck. Mirror me, that's kind of where I like, you know, I don't play so hot, but you know. But for the second deck that a lot of people tend to use, and I guarantee more than the top 10, I mean like the top 100% use this deck. It's the Skeleton King Clash deck, or well known for the SK Clash. This deck is absolutely crazy. I think this meta started maybe a month ago-ish, and it's just absolutely been blowing up. I mean, the Clash is pretty self-explanatory. You got the Prince, you got the Spear God, you got the Bowler. All 3 abilities off start are crazy. And then you got the Magic Archer, you upgrade it 3 stars, goes invisible, and it's absolutely dominating right now. So we're gonna hop in the first 2 matches with the BK 2 Elixir deck, and I'm going to show you guys how I play it. I'm going to break down, I'm going to explain it, I'm going to do everything for you guys and how you should play against what hero. So let's get in the first match and let's see how it goes. Okay, beautiful. So for our first match, we're facing an RC. Now, how I was saying usually in the beginning, okay, this time we didn't get it. This is horrible. This is never what you want to start with. This is absolutely never what you want to start with. So typically what you want to start with is a Knight, a Spear God, and an Ice Wiz. That's my exact 4 combo that I'd always go to. Unfortunately, I didn't get it, but in this exact positioning that I have, the RC won't be able to chain anything, just the King. So all the back line is going to be going to the RC. King's not going to die, has too much health. So we're still going to win this round, but this is not the ideal start. Again, Knight, Ice Wiz, Spear God. It's a beautiful start that I like to start. Just for example, I usually run it kind of like this. This is my go-to setup against an RC, but we're in the second round. So now, typically I like to get my Barbarian against an RC for my second round, but unfortunately we didn't get it. We're gonna upgrade the Archer instead, and we have to see every RC player has a 2 Elixir card. It could be Ice Wiz, it could be Spear God, Miner, but in this case, I guess it's Barbarian. So we'll take it. It's gonna chain off our Barb. King's getting a lot of damage in here. King of Poppin's ability, it's not, so unfortunately we're gonna lose this one. So now what we observed in this match is that we need to upgrade the Ice Wiz, probably get the Barbarian ability. Those are the probably 2 most important right now. So we're gonna get the Barb ability, sell the Knight to reroll, and upgrade the Barb again. And then we're gonna push everything more towards the side. So his 2 Elixir is the Barbarian, so we don't have to worry. You can put everything in the back. We don't have to worry about an Archer or a Miner. Usually for RC players, they should be running an Ice Wiz or a Miner or Archer, one of those 3 typically you want to run with. But this guy in this case, he's using a very wacky deck. That's a very, very wacky deck. He's running 2 Elixir cards, instead of running, I think it's a mini P.E.K.K.A. instead. But he should still get the win here, which is good. But now we know he has an archer. Now we're going to play a little bit more wise. Now we're going to upgrade the spear god. Now we're going to upgrade our own archer because we know what he has. Boom and boom. Now we're going to put it in a certain position that we want so we do not get targeted by that enemy archer. And his Mega Knight's going to be played in the middle. Usually I put my archer in the middle to get targeted last. In this case, Mega Knight's going to jump with the bigger ability. I don't want it to hit my archer. So we put it more to the left. Because you'll see in this example exactly how when he jumps. King pops the ability, RC gets no chain, jumps. He got the 2 second instead of the greater radius, so I guess we got a little bit lucky there. We still win it though, which is very nice. So now it's 2-2. Going into the 5th round. Very a lot at risk here. So he's running a very wacky deck. You know, I didn't really expect that. It really caught me off guard. I'm gonna upgrade that 3rd star, the archer, and 3rd star, the barb. We're actually going to switch sides here. Usually when people have a Mega Knight, I like to play on the outside my archer again because the Mega Knight usually has the bigger radius. You usually upgrade it first. Again, he didn't upgrade it, which is nice. Look at that. Perfect example of why I love the Spear God. Beautifully, just beautifully chipped off that archer and got rid of it. And just like that, ladies and gents, that's how we take the first round against an RC. Again, for that first round 1 matchup, not really how I wanted my go-to to go. I showed you guys how to do it. Definitely recommend that setup. Usually maybe 98% of the time works. So use that. So let's get into the second one and let's see hopefully if we can face a different hero and I can show you guys and break down on how to face another one. All right, so for the second one, it looks like we're playing on the flip map and it looks like we're playing another BK2 Elixir. We'd hope so because some people run very wacky decks and I don't know. In this case, we're going to put our barb back here just in case he sends anything over. We want to make sure. You never really know. In this case, sends the swordsman over, so we got the barb to defend it, which is nice. I think the swordsman definitely wins this, gets his ability off. He also has an archer in the back, but we do get rid of his Ice Wiz, right? Now, Ice Wiz turns around. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, amazing. So now we're going to win this one. That's what we wanted. So now we know he runs a BK 2 Elixir with a swordsman. Remember, there's different variations of the 2 Elixir. You got to pay attention to that one card because it can make a difference on how you make your setups. Now, in this circumstance, again, you should get all your minis down. I didn't get the knight, unfortunately, but you should usually always get your archer down and upgraded and all your minis down. Your archer should be the first one you should upgrade at all time because the archer is just going to take out the backline before him. You want his backline down before yours. In this case, I did a bad play. I should have swapped the Spear God with the Barbarian to get rid of the Swordsman, but he's running a little bit of a wacky Barbarian King deck with the healer. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't recommend it personally, but if you like to play it, then go ahead, you know, like, again, it looks like the same rotating pattern. He's going to keep throwing the Swordsman over, so we're going to get the Splash because we don't want that healer to heal anymore, and we're going to want that Roar ability. And then beautifully, just like this, we're protecting the archer with the king right in front of it. The knight is sitting right next to it to fight the swordsman, to hold it off for long enough for hopefully someone to turn around and take it out. And our spear god could hopefully take out something, which it hits the Ice Wiz, doesn't take it out, but it makes the archer one-shot it, and we already have the advantage. So that's how fast the round goes. This is why I prefer the Spear God, because again, it could chip off something and it could change the game. You know, it's a game changer. So this is the BK2 Elixir deck. Honestly, it's one of my favorite decks. I use it all the time just because it takes some brain power. I wouldn't say a lot, but it definitely takes a decent amount to know what to upgrade and to play against. So hopefully you guys use this deck, and hopefully I see you guys out there playing this, and hopefully I face you. And for sure, if I do face you, you know, feel free to, take a picture, I guess, to tag me on Twitter. And I'm super friendly, down to earth, man. So I'll definitely comment and be like, GG's. And yeah, so let's get right into the second deck. And we all remember what the second deck was. All right, ladies and gents. This is the second deck that I was explaining to you that all the top players use. SK Clash. This deck, absolutely insane. We're going to get right into it with it because there's no further explanation. It's a Clash deck. Come on, ladies and gents. So first things first, we're facing Ali on a flip map. Beautiful. Typically, you almost always send your SK over in this circumstance. Typically start off with like a Magic Archer, Prince, Spear God. That's my go-to, especially against the monk, but he set his monk over, so we got 2 troops back there holding it off. The SK is going to come down and take out that miner, so it's going to get 1 revive. which is what we wanted, which is beautiful. That MK is going to get a jump off, unfortunately. Unless we can get our SK ability off, which it looks like we do, which is nice. Is going to knock us out, but we revive with full health, and we should hit him. Nice with the ability, and going to come back, smack him one time, and beautiful. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we took round 1. Now for the second round, usually you want to try to get all your minis down first. Now people have asked me, do I have a preference on if I like to put the Prince down first or the Magic Archer? Depends on what hero you face, and depends if it could be a mirror matchup or whatever. In this case, they have a minor. Why am I going to play my Magic Archer if they have a minor? And on the flip map, I might as well just send the Prince all the way over and help out my backline with the SK. So that's the main goal there. SK takes it out. I mean, which very interesting deck from Ali. I know Ali, he's a good guy from what I've known. He's playing a very wacky deck. He's known playing wacky. He's known for it. So, I mean, it's cool to see it happen. It's cool to see some people trying different stuff. Usually on the flip map when you play SK, it's kind of already game over without saying game over. Typically, for the most part. Again, send the SK over almost 90% of the times. Maybe in the last round or something, trick them and maybe don't do it, you know, maybe do a little fake out, but 99% of the time, you know, send him over, because I mean, you're going to take out his backline or anything in the backline like that, and it just gives the SK free revive ability, which is what we need. So the monk's going to end up taking out our SK, but again, look at the Magic Archer now, taking out all the skeletons. SK revives, hit the monk. The monk can't 1v4, unfortunately, unless maybe it was a clone map, maybe. But no, for the most part, SK Clash on a flip map, guaranteed. It doesn't really matter what hero, just depending on the map. If you do get the flip map, usually for the most part, you have a super high % chance of winning, you know? Let's get in the second match, and let's see how the second match goes. Cool, awesome, beautiful. Okay, so now we're facing, I'm assuming, a mirror matchup. I'm assuming so. I would hope so. Typically, what I like to do, well, what you should do is you should always put your SK for the most of the duration is on that clone tile, because 2 SKs is pretty broken in my opinion. Usually you do want to start with the Golden Giant and Bowler just for the sole purpose of when someone, and you're not isolated when you're next to it. So, you know, you have a Golden Giant next to your SK, you do more damage because he doesn't have that, or at least you'd hope so, unless he mirrors your exact placement. Then, you know, 50-50, flip a coin. But in this circumstance, we won it beautifully because he played Prince, we played Magic Archer. Mirror matchup, typically want to play Magic Archer. Prince is usually a free hit for the SK, so you don't want to do that. Very, very bad reroll. We're going to actually clone the Magic Archer here and kind of pray for the best. We're going to protect the Magic Archer. I typically try to get all my minis down, or by all I mean like the Golden Giant and Bowler like he has it. But this might work. Sometimes you got to do wacky stuff in order to get wacky results, you know? But unfortunately, it's not going to happen. As much as I want it to, it's just an unfortunate reroll, and you can't really do nothing about it. We get the Bowler down though, and we get the Golden Giant down, which is beautiful. And now we can put our SK right there, and we're gonna cycle our Magic Archer. Actually, that was a very bad idea, but that's okay. We're gonna Bowler on his exact tile. Okay, so Bowler on the exact tile. We're gonna Spear Gob to the left, and we're gonna Prince to the right. So no matter what's around there, is still getting clashed. Usually, that's how I do it, just to play it safe, so I know I could hit something. Now in this circumstance, our Magic Archer is getting more value than his, but he does have an upgrade on it, and we did waste 2 elixir. So it could be a very tight game, but we do have more minis currently up, and our hero, but the Magic Archer runs through a lot, but our SK has a lot of health. He should go over, pop his ability, and we should take round 3. Beautiful. Okay, jumping in the 4th round. Prioritize Magic Archer all the way, especially on the clone map. He's insane, especially if it's all the way in the back like this. You definitely want to prioritize him. I didn't get it, unfortunately, and usually you always want to do the first star. I did the second one, so don't do what I did, because that was dumb. And we're gonna move it up just a little tile because I don't want it. I'm afraid that it's gonna get bowlered or Spear Gob exactly like this. but unfortunately, my Prince, I didn't think about it, my Prince lined up. Magic Archer goes down, and we should unfortunately lose this because he has a cloned SK. That's okay. We're gonna hop in, I like to call it overtime, or round 5, and this is exactly how I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna 3-star the Magic Archer in this circumstance, and I'm gonna clone it. That's the ideal. Not saying it's gonna happen, like I get it. Oh, I do get it. Oh. All right, beautiful. Bowler there, like this. Prince over here. Okay, so hopefully the Prince doesn't get, okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so now we have clone Magic Archer. So he decided to clone his SK instead. So now at this point, it's who can get more value. Even if we have 2 Magic Archers, it's still very hard to do it. Do we take his Magic Archer out? We do. It's SK against SK. He wastes his ability. His SK comes down, and we get it. Ooh. All right. I'm sorry. That was a little hype. But against another SK, you know, you want to get your Magic Archer up always first. It's the main goal. Don't do what I did on that last round. I didn't play the Spear Gob because I upgraded the Bowler. I totally forgot about that. You want to get that Spear Gob down. This is how I usually play it. I don't really usually play SK Clash, but if I do, this is exactly how I would play it. And yeah, ladies and gents, these are the 2 decks that every top player uses on this leaderboard. Almost every single one of them, 99%. Maybe that 1% is an RC, but other than that, it's mainly just these 2. I appreciate everyone for coming out and showing love to me on Twitter and on Discord and on Twitch. You know, again, feel free to come stop by the Twitch. I always live stream with the boys, and we play Clash Mini, and we push, and we have a grand old time, and it's super fun. So, you know, feel free. My Twitch is right there. It's Mick B. I'll leave it in the description with my Twitter and Discord, with our channel if you guys want to join and communicate with me, Spoob, and another content creator, King D. So feel free, guys, totally do that. And I'd appreciate if you guys subscribed and definitely like the video. It's going to help me out. I'm trying to grow in Clash Mini. I love the game to death. You know, it's an awesome game. I want to be a content creator for Clash Mini. So I would love it if you guys would show some love, subscribe to me. You know, I'm trying to get big, and definitely like the video. It shows me that you guys want to see more videos because I want to make more, because I kind of like doing this. I love the background. I love the overlay. I love everything about this game. So you definitely want to ring that bell, because who wouldn't want to be notified that I posted a video, you know? And yeah, so thank you guys so much for coming to watch this video. And yes, sir, those are the top 2 decks that you guys should be playing in the top of the leaderboard if you guys want to push. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Boom.